Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the overnight market dump. We're going to talk about a hyped game on AVAX, how you can get involved in their token launch, and we're going to talk about the continued strength of Ghibli and some other meme coin runners we've identified. I'm here with Easy. I'm here with Kicks today. How you guys feeling? Kicks, it's been a few days. How you feeling today? Oxygen looks like it's coming in peak through that nose. You're doubled up on that. How you feeling?
It's phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal levels of oxygen. Feeling great. Couple of my friends yesterday, they were big on Maryland. Sad to see him go down. They're probably pretty depressed.
Idiots.
I'm not, because I went to Tennessee. So we'll see.
They got a big game today against Kentucky.
I know, dude. Guess what? I went to the Kentucky Derby one time. You just drive straight north out of Tennessee. You get to Kentucky, dude, and then you drink a bunch of cheap alcohol and watch some horses race. It was a phenomenal time.
Kicks,
But fuck Kentucky tonight.
Kicks, what if I told you I've done the big three? The Derby, the Preakness, and Belmont.
Isn't one on Long Island? Is that Belmont?
Belmont Stakes. I've done the Belmont like 5 times.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
Belmont's a ton of fun. The Preakness kind of mid.
Preakness is like a frat party. It's like a college frat party.
My buddy got arrested there, so we had to bail him out. That was fun. He fell over in front of a cop and got arrested for public intoxication.
Classic.
Happens. Picking him up from jail while he was still drunk is a highlight of my life.
Oh man. Dude, hold on, I'm pulling this up. This is like every time someone says Preakness, it's just like running of the urinals is like the first thing I think about. Where these guys just run across as people pelt them with beer cans.
Oh, that's like, the Preakness? Oh, hell yeah.
Bro, those beers are full, by the way.
Yeah. So you try to get across all the urinals before getting absolutely destroyed.
You take it to the head, you're getting a fucking welt.
That's wild. Also, I mean, shout out to the people that create the porta potties. Well built.
Yeah, right. People just sprinting across them. Probably a little bit like traction on them too. They're not just like that slippery plastic. Maybe they put a little coating on top.
Yeah,
makes it a little more grippy.
Yeah, until the beer lubes it up. You know, so you got a little grip. You got to watch out for the slippery spots. So last time I was on the show, we're talking about this coin called Ghibli. Ray, if I remember, you said this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. I hate this. How you feeling about it now?
So stupid. Can't wait for the next one to come out. I'm gonna keep fading it. Only reason I'm going to keep fading it, though, is so it keeps going up for everyone who's bought it in our audience has faded me.
Hey, dude.
Why is it still running? Like, there's no reason for this to be anywhere above zero at this point. The White House tweeted about it already Ghiblified something. There is nowhere to go. Like, there is no other catalyst.
Yeah, it may have peaked, but hell of a run. Yeah, dude. I mean, it went to 40 million. It did. I mean, it permeated the culture. So 40 million seems fair. Probably also the cabal full on action on this one. Probably had some cabal market making here. They'll let it go higher.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what caused a second pump here?
Cabal,
this
probably.
is the White House here.
Mm-hmm.
This might have been the cabal pump. This is the future of finance cabal pump.
Yeah.
And now we run off. Yeah, interesting. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything that has like staying power. So attention maxed. Sam Altman also said they're melting all their GPUs over at OpenAI, ChatGPT, etc. So they're rate limiting for users. So I feel like we just less content overall instead of just like a spam amount.
Oh, look at it. It's just red candling as we're talking shit on this thing. We just moved markets. What can I say? No, literally I was, because I always like to experiment with new AI stuff and just see how things can work out, blah, blah, blah. Right. So when I saw this came out, I was like, dude, I should take a clip from Wedding Crashers when they go meet Chaz, who's, played by Will Ferrell, and see if I can Ghiblify it. And basically, I realized there's no API, right? Hook up into OpenAI to do it. So you have to manually send them a frame in each chat. And if you've tried it, you see how slow it was. So I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it 15 frames per second, break it out, right? And it was a short clip, right? So I had 100 frames that I needed it to do. And or I actually went even lower than 15 frames per second. I went to like 3, right? Anyways, I start opening new chats and just adding like the picture and saying, Ghiblify this, Ghiblify this, Ghiblify this. All of a sudden I look back at all the chats. It's like, you're rate limited for 9 minutes. You're throttled. You're throttled. You're throttled. So, I mean, they were getting cooked over there for sure.
Yeah. So I was having like, it might even be worse. I would have almost preferred the rate limit. Like I would like put in like a prompt and it would load like 75% of the image. I'm like sitting there.
Oh my God. That happened to me. So annoying. And you can't tell it to redo it because it's like stuck.
Yeah. And it stops there and you're like, damn, like I guess I'm just cooked now. I have to do the whole prompt again. And like it kept doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that if you're trying to put words on it, if it didn't like the words and it was trying to put the words at the bottom, it would stop there. Like you know that Hangover where he goes, ha, gay, right? That me. So I tried to put that in and Ghiblify it, and as soon as it got to the part where it said gay, it just stopped. It was like, we're not going past this spot, but that's just the rules of the game. You know, that was a funny joke in 2008. You know, Tropic Thunder was a funny movie when it came out. Neither of those you're allowed to talk about anymore. Okay. That's just how the game works.
Such an absurd thing. Also, Early Office is pretty crazy too. If you're going back in time and watching
sexual harassment episode, phenomenal.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just a little bit of an issue there.
Clemente was a big sexual harasser at his previous company, is what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, not in this one though.
He's growing the beard now to hide it. Like when he just shaves off the beard and his pure mustache, you can just see it. You can just like see it come out.
Oh yeah.
Speaking about seeing it coming out, we're going to talk about our partners over at BlockBet. Easy's been absolutely dominating this. We made some money yesterday. I faded Easy on one play. I took a parlay, added an additional team on another play that ended up panning out. Made a little bit of cash there on a 3-leg parlay. Let's pull up the slips. One bet. We took a little combo action here. Alabama, Florida, Duke, 3 favorites on the money line. $100 to win 215. Easy money. I lost on the Alabama team or total under 176. That game was an absolute cook. They were running back and forth, just draining threes with like 2 seconds of clock taken off in between. Easy was absolutely right. I tried to be giga-brained and say like, okay, they're trying to bait us into this, but Alabama really is just absurd in terms of their pace of play, etc. That being said, Easy, what do you got for me today?
We got some good picks today. So yeah, we're gonna actually take Kix's team. I like Tennessee here, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. So we got Michigan State, Ole Miss over 143. We got the over. I like Tennessee, Auburn, Houston money line parlay. But I am also taking Kentucky plus 4.5. So I think that's going to be a close game. We're going to try to middle it. I think Tennessee wins, keeps it in a close game. So yeah, a little bit of a middling there. Auburn, Michigan over 153.5, and Houston first half money line.
Easy. Do you think the March Madness is negatively impacting the crypto markets?
Yeah. Has to be.
All right. What was your last bet? I think I got everything in except for the last one.
Houston first half money line. That one's like kind of big money though. It's like minus 240.
All right, so I got to click into that bad boy. Houston first half money line. 238. All right, we're in. Quick recap for anyone following along on the picks we made today. Open bets. Houston first half money line. Minus 238. We are on Kentucky plus 4.5, minus 119. We are on a 3-leg parlay on the favorites. Houston, Tennessee, Auburn.
Tennessee are not the favorites.
Tennessee is minus 196. Tennessee is the favorites.
They're the favorites? They're not ranked as high.
4.5 points.
Why?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't they be ranked higher then?
Poor rankings, so it's not ranked on ability. It's kind of
because it's like on SEC. Like who won the SEC got the.
No, I think they don't do all the rankings. Like it can. Like,
that makes sense. You don't do rankings based on the rank, like the rank of skill.
Well, they're not looking at betting odds. They're looking at they're doing like subjective performance versus other teams.
Well, the seeds too are also based on like a bunch of shit. It's not
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Like
yeah, I
the
mean, it's
whole
not
fate
like
of the tournament
Vegas
on the
isn't in there
bracket.
like plugging the tournament in. Otherwise, there would be some teams that got in that didn't get in, etc. And then we're also on over on the Michigan State Ole Miss 143.5. That's minus 122. Sign up on BlockBet. We've got the link pinned to the Twitter. We're going to run it across a banner. We'll have it in the YouTube comments and descriptions. If you join using this code, you're going to join the Bodogos tournament up to $20,000 in rewards. I'm going to pull up our little
Right. Put the rest of the soul on Tennessee over 15 3-pointers.
Over 15 3-pointers. Tennessee.
Yeah, is that a lot?
I
think they got that dog in them.
I don't have that. Would be a prop, right?
Yeah,
don't take that.
Team props.
I think they got that dog in them, dude. Put it all in on that.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that, unfortunately.
Clemente, you get a new shirt from all your winnings, your Ghibli winnings?
No, my grandma got me this one.
Nice lady. You gonna start hooking up with anime chicks now?
No. I did enjoy some of this prompting though. There were some very interesting prompts I saw.
I bet you did some naughty shit.
Oh yeah.
We have the BlockBet leaderboard here. This is what you can take place in the Discord. As you earn more points, which you get through placing more bets, you climb this leaderboard and you can earn some cash.
This guy's winning $1,000.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude, you got to sign up. You got to join.
If you want the alpha, just rack up the points here. What are we? Easy's winning $250.
You're acting like it's that easy.
Yeah, On-Chain Chemist is definitely doing some sort of drug. Reef Camp smoking a little too much pot down at 7th place, 409 points.
I like update my name.
Yeah, that's so good. I like
that's a good one. That's Nick, actually.
I'm gonna squat on Choose Rich in BlockBet.
No. Come on, dude.
Sign up now. We'll share the link in the YouTube comments as well. You also are eligible for BlockBet's $1 million airdrop. You earn XP as you bet and you complete missions. We talked about the missions yesterday. Basically, clicking into this little missions tab gets you the missions. You opt into these and you make the appropriate bets. We joined this one the other day, which was bet 250 of any sport this week. So basically, I'm starting to make some progress, 20% towards that. Once you complete these, you earn XP and some extra cash, etc. This airdrop's coming in multi-token format. It's going to be some block token, ETH, Sol, and Bitcoin. So as you level up, you earn a bigger share of this. More details on the site. You earn points for sports betting, slots, and all other games. Shout out to BlockBet. Love the partnership. We've been making a lot of money there. So I'm very happy personally. It's super easy to use, easy to deposit. So check them out. Blockbet.gg. Use the code scrolling across the bottom. Use that link. I'll share it again, like I said, in the comments.
Capital B, low queso, capital D, Agos.
Yep. It is case specific. So make sure we do that correctly. That being said, we got lots to talk about today. We'll get on with the show here. Maybe we'll get ready for a little Kixie weather report whenever he's ready, and we'll kick things off.
Sounds good, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, March 28th. The major's a little bit down on the day. Bitcoin trying to hold on to 85K. Ethereum dumping 1900. Solana back at 131. Over the past 24 hours, over 420 million, nice number, is liquidated from the crypto market as the total market cap falls 5%. Amidst the dump in crypto and equity markets, gold set a new all-time high, over 3,100, proving once again that PO is wrong and gold is indeed the only true store of value. Next up, we had a busy day of legislation news out of the U.S. as the SEC closed its investigation into Crypto.com. The news comes after they received a Wells notice from the SEC in October of last year. Details were also released from the U.S. Stablecoin Act, with the highlight being that stablecoins can have yield. No yield. You're not allowed to have a yield, okay? Because then we don't have the money for the mortgages and the U.S. banking collapses. So no yields, okay? Finally, Doodles introduced DreamNet, an IP-focused AI agent framework. This platform will launch on Base and will be powered by their upcoming Dude token. Doodles, of course, are up a massive 4% off the news to a 3.2 ETH floor. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always, Kicks.
Those Doodles, that Doodles news. Basically, so they're virtuals plus some level of actual, arguably they're saying that there's some IP that they'll leverage through their partnerships. I just don't understand why this is particularly compelling.
I tend to agree with you. I
So
think
you just shit on Doodles. That's just fun for you.
Well, it seems like they basically like saw Chat GPT release that image thing. They were like, quick, we need to come up with a solution for this. Oh, here's a white paper. Chat GPT, go write me a white paper proposing the solution to the new image thing that you guys just created because artists are really pissed. And this is definitely going to solve all that.
Yeah, Nick, that's the funniest thing. Was first of all these artists that are like so fucking mad. I just think that's kind of funny. Sorry.
Is it? What? Why is it funny?
Why is it funny?
Yeah.
Because I think they're getting mad at technological innovation. It's just kind of like a weird thing. I don't know. It'd be like accountants getting mad at Excel. Like, no, we use calculators. You can't take that away. What are we gonna do?
I don't think it's the same
thing.
Nah. The distinction is like someone was comparing it to like digital photography when Photoshop came out.
Mm-hmm.
And there definitely were people that were opposed to that. But this is different. I remember when Photoshop came out because I'm that old. And the like transition at that point, there's still like a creative process in it. Now, obviously, you could argue that their generative fill and stuff like that is it is a little bit is in the direction of what this is, but there's some sort of like source work that you're usually providing to create the thing that's happening. Now, you can do that with Chat GPT.
Yeah, because every artist comes up with their complete unique style. Everyone's copying each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and everyone's not racist. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, there's no, obviously, I don't know that like one individual. So your example that you're using is those artists that are stealing?
No, I'm just saying,
Speaking
like,
of not racist. Do you remember, Nick, remember that AI thing yesterday I was talking about, Bone GPT?
Yeah.
Remember how I said they were dropping a video?
yeah, I just think like artists think they're like a protected class.
Kicks, 1 sec, I got to get to this. Nick, remember how I was like, yeah, it's bullish when they dropped this video?
Maybe.
They dropped a wicked anti-Semitic video. Like really extremely anti-Semitic.
I think I know who you're talking about because I've seen that guy Bone XBT on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like beyond anti-Semitic. Like, dude, you could have dropped anything and the price would have pumped. Dude drops a wicked anti-Semitic animation.
It's like so
That's
bad.
fucked up. Was it made with AI?
It was highlighting their AI animation tech. So he made a full Studio Ghibli style animation that was just wicked anti-Semitic.
Well, I'm sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with these people, dude?
It's really bad.
Could have made anything else.
We were on our stream and like we looked at it, we're like, damn it, all right, time to sell. Like anything would have been fairly bullish, and that's what they went with, which is absolutely brutal.
Anyways, artists aren't some protected class, man. You know, AI, they can take software engineering jobs, they can take accounting jobs, they can take everybody else's jobs, but God forbid AI can make
Well, they
good
haven't
art.
taken the software engineer jobs yet. They eventually will. I feel like mourning the loss of something that you would have previously been able to make money off of and was a multi-billion-dollar industry is a valid thing. The position,
you get more in the loss. That's fine. I'm not saying you can't.
You sound very similar to Pio, who's just like, yeah, this makes everything better. But the problem is when you end up eliminating millions of jobs simultaneously, and there's not a clear path forward for those people. It's not like it's not the same disruption that I think existed previously. That was like gradual, and people like adjusted, and like Photoshop came out and people adjusted, and a lot of traditional photographers switched to digital photography. So it was a new tool in enabling them to do that. And I think there will be artists that leverage AI, and it's all about the prompts to like get the prompts right. I saw a viral tweet, which was all generated from AI, where it was like Chat GPT self-reflecting on itself. And it was just like a good story, and it had emotion built into it. And it was just like, it was really well done, and it went viral, which meant like, well, that guy is the artist then in that case, in theory, because he was the one that like prompted that idea. So having ideas is still like a valuable thing. I partially agree with what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, because I look at it as utopian. I look at it as now there's going to be artists. There's going to be some 17-year-old kid at home in a couple of years that's going to be able to make like an anime show on his or her own. You know what I mean?
They already can.
Yeah, exactly. When previously that was just completely not possible, right? And like I'm sure Walt Disney, I'm sure he had a fuck ton of artists because they had to hand paint each frame of the movies. Nowadays, there's a lot of technology. You know what I mean? So I get the AI. I get why people can be resistant to it. What I'm saying is I think it's going to close some doors. I think it's going to open some other doors. That's all I'm saying.
I think the thing and what the whole dude token is trying to like.
That's what I wanted to laugh at with you, Nick.
Kind of trying to resolve is the idea, which does actually make sense in this. Theoretically, the system was trained on images, like OpenAI's image system. And so they basically just used all that source data, whether it's copyrighted or not, just without any regard for that law. And so they're just taking that source data to create the output that you're looking at. You're saying, hey, make it look like Simpsons. Hey, make it look. So they're in that case, it's like, oh, let me go reference Simpsons and go generate this art. That actually is like questionable in terms of its activity. And so what would have made sense, and I guess what the argument for NFTs was a thing that I saw one guy mention, was essentially that like you could own that source data and then get royalties off of the AI using that source. So say, hey, I'm Disney and we have this entire library of imagery that you can use as a reference point. Well, then Disney could make money off of that. That would actually make sense because they now own that particular thing. You could then make your own contribution to the source.
But style isn't copyrightable, is it?
They were saying, I saw people, Twitter's lawyers.
Like I can draw like Picasso style, right?
Can you?
No, I can't, but I'm saying I'm allowed.
You can try and make a copy of something like that's definitely possible. But I guess at the end of the day, like the real question is the data going to be stolen or not? Facebook openly stole data that was used to train their AI. OpenAI was using stolen data to train their AI. And that ends up becoming the question is what's the source that all of that is trained on? And do the people that are sourced from make money? If so, I think that's like actually quite interesting. But and yes, you're right. Like if you go to an artist and say, make me this picture in this style, it was already commoditized to a large degree.
And it's all like down the line. You got the guy that made Ghibli. I mean, guess what? Whoever made anime first was before him.
Yeah, I don't know the history of
who made the first
artists.
cheeseburger. Does everyone else that makes a cheeseburger got to pay him royalties? No one's thinking about the chefs.
Well, it's time that we do. Let's change this entire show to be advocacy for chefs that had their source materials.
I think about that a lot, honestly. If you're a chef and you make an amazing new type of food people can eat, everyone can just steal your idea.
No, French fries aren't even French.
Fucking facts, dude.
Honestly, I mean, I'm feeling for the people who would like someone would sit down in a chair and then they would get painted for like 3 or 4 days, and now you can just take a picture. So like, what are those 3 or 4 day portrait painters doing right now?
Well, I was gonna say we all eat ravioli, but Italy's broke. So what? Explain that to me.
They don't have a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
I need somebody to explain a meme to me that launched last night and is at 5 million.
Sometimes Clemente even says lasagna.
Yeah, let's talk about it, right?
Zoidberg?
Buckazoids.
Yeah,
Buckazoid.
it's
in short, Big Dog Ray. In short, Hal Finney made a video game, right? In 1992. This video game had a spin-off, and the currency in the spin-off was called these Buckazoids, whatever the fuck it is. Buckazoid. On the Buckazoid is a Bitcoin logo, the exact same logo that was ultimately used for Bitcoin. So people are now speculating this confirms how Finney is Satoshi Nakamoto.
Speaking of stolen art,
I'll buy some.
they stole the fucking logo.
I personally don't like this.
I wouldn't buy this at 5 mil.
I'm more
Why not?
interested in a Hal Finney ticker.
Wait, who just bought this?
Ray just
Ray.
bought it at 5 mil.
I like it. I think it goes to $1 billion.
Honestly, what's Bitcoin's market cap?
Exactly.
Flip it.
A
Flip it.
trillion?
Buckazoid to a buck feels like something.
Ray, I think you're overestimating the.
Nakamoto
Real quick, by
Yaka.
the way. Real quick, by the way. Pika protest yesterday, by the way. Dickheads.
5 million.
6 mil.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna last. I mean, you just fade me. Like, so don't buy this. And if I say don't buy something, just buy it.
I've found all these stupid viral things so fucking early.
I feel like I just like broke even. I made like a little bit of soul in this.
We were in
and
this at 500K. It did a fucking 12x.
Nakamichi Yakamoto.
Yeah.
I do think was definitely
Takedo Nakamoto, Clemente's uncle, made Bitcoin.
What else were we in? Well, we were in some other ones yesterday that ran too. What was the I can't remember it. I cannot remember it.
EIG.
No, I launched that one on stream yesterday. Went
Nice.
to like 6K.
Whoa. You got weight, dude.
Yeah. We were so bored because it was like Pika and then nothing. And we are just sitting there like, okay, well, we're in this play. We might as well do something else in here.
I shorted, by the way, I did buy puts on Fiverr.
Cash
You
secured?
like that trade? You like that trade?
Well, we'll have to see if it plays out. What we should have
I
gotten
think we're
puts.
too early on it. The more I thought about it, I'm like, I think we're 1 quarter too early.
I don't think the market waits a long time for this to play out. I like this trade. Fiverr's dead. Get in line. Understand that Fiverr is dead. And
I don't know, buddy.
you were the same guy talking about Dick's Sporting Goods being the future of AI, dude. Like, what do you?
That's what I'm saying. I tried to short Dick's Sporting Goods, didn't work out, man. You're shorting, dude. You're shorting a Tel Aviv company, dude.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. They know what they're doing over there.
What's the trade and what company is this?
Fiverr.
Fiverr, FVRR. They're the one that you can go on and buy like cheap labor for like most people do it for like graphic design, editing and shit. The thesis that I had and the one I actually texted Nick about this. It was like, yo, here's my thoughts. When ChatGPT came out, everyone said Chegg. If you remember Chegg, CHGG was dead because now instead of like using Chegg for all this science and math bullshit, you can just go use ChatGPT. It played out perfectly. It went from $72 to 70 cents. So it basically just eliminated Chegg. My thesis is either Fiverr ends up getting smoked because more people are using this, or Fiverr's revenue goes down because people are going to start charging substantially less for the services, which means less revenue generated off the fees for Fiverr.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to look at that though. Like, I feel like Fiverr, like people are still gonna like need somebody else to like do these things.
But now competition becomes rampant. So many more people are on there, significantly cheaper prices. Therefore, revenue drops substantially.
But maybe it's the fact that like, okay, the prices are cheaper and now more people are going to like be like, oh, I'm not going to bother with ChatGPT. I'm going to just get somebody on Fiverr. I'm going to give them like a human who can understand this and not fuck around with the prompt forever. I'm going to give a human who's an expert at this task.
That human is using ChatGPT.
You're thinking way too like have you used ChatGPT more recently?
Yes.
I use it every day now.
And do you think that other people are going to be able to figure out how to use ChatGPT?
I think the same subset of people who use Twitter will be able to figure out who ChatGPT and nobody.
There's more people using ChatGPT than Twitter.
My mom is using ChatGPT now, and she's completely technologically retarded.
This is like being like, do you think people will figure out how to Google? There was a hurdle. Like there was like a process to figure out how to use a search engine. But like, you don't think that like all of them, I called my dad the other day. I was like, have you been using ChatGPT? He was like, no, not really. And I was like, okay, sit down, use it for like 2 hours and ask questions about, he's a surgeon, And so I was like, ask it whatever you want about all these different things. He's also writing some stuff. So he goes and does it. He's like, oh, holy shit. And the reality is once you do it once and you have the light bulb moment, everyone from the CEO all the way down to the bottom is using this thing. And it takes 2 seconds to ask the question. Do you know how long it takes to write a specification for hiring? That's the biggest hurdle in the process of like hiring someone to do a task. And then you got to go through the process of filtering out people and talent through that process. Now I can just write the request and I get the response that I want. If I want, I go to ChatGPT, Grok, and Claude, and whatever new one pops up, Google, and essentially I'm going to be using it. We're all going to be using it. Why am I going to go? All the low level work is gone. Like it's just gone. It's not like a replacement. Yes, you need to be able to write the prompts, but the number of prompt engineers needed is far fewer than the number of engineers and like low level service or like web designers. Dude, you go to Fiverr to buy a web design, you're getting back hot garbage. There's all sorts of YouTube channels talking about I paid everywhere from $1 to $1,000 for a design. Let's compare what the difference is. And the whole punchline is that it's garbage. Like here's
the thing: Fiverr probably pivots to an AI company, and their stock goes 10x.
But they don't have the data to train on. There's nothing actually like intrinsically. Like
if you
they don't
think that kicks, I'm shorting it because the last AI company you had was Dick's Sporting Goods.
I never said anything about AI and Dick's Sporting Goods.
No, you said Dick's Sporting Goods was the future of AI.
You said Sam Altman's
based on
gonna
the
bail them
baseball bats. Remember, you were talking about baseball bats and softballs and AI.
I definitely missed this one. This is what happened while I was away. It's just the tangents we went on.
This is like 2 years ago.
It was during the COVID crash when we were all trading stocks essentially, and Kix was looking at like Dick's Sporting Goods, and he wanted to short it, and I was like, I don't know, the revenue is pretty good.
I thought it was a little high.
They went on an all-time run.
They went out.
People started buying kayaks, camping gear, and golf clubs at an unprecedented rate, surging them like up 300% on the year.
It was really hard to buy golf clubs. It was really hard to buy weights, exercise equipment. All that was just like absurd during COVID. I remember that.
All I'm saying is that, you know, Chegg makes $600 million a year, and its market cap is in revenue, and its market cap 76 million. I don't know.
They make $700 million in revenue.
Yeah.
What's your net income?
Negative 24 million a year.
Okay, well that's not good.
It's got to cut some costs.
Wow, June 2024, they lost $600 million, but they're trimming it. It actually looks like they're doing pretty well on this turnaround here.
All right, instead of talking about the stock market, let's talk about the crypto majors. We had PCE data come out this morning. A little hot.
Kicks may have a good stock here. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No one in the audience is buying Chegg. There's nobody. If you're buying Chegg or considering buying Chegg, let us know in the comments. But I'm assuming.
I'm just saying I wouldn't fade Ayush Pumbra out of Santa Clara, California. All right. So what's PCE?
All right. So we came in slightly hot on core PCE.
What's PCE?
PCE is the it's services, inflation, wages, rent, healthcare. It tends to be sticky. We're trying to get down to 2% on PCE. We're high on it right now.
But what does PCE stand for, Ray?
Price consumer
expenditures.
Personal consumption expenditures.
Okay.
So like I said, health, rent, wages, healthcare, stuff like that. So we're trying to get down to 2% inflation. We're at 2.8% on the core PCE. That came above estimates of 2.7%. That's year over year, month over month. 0.4% rise, estimate of 0.3% rise. So essentially coming in a little hot. Rate cut odds are going, they're pretty much the same. We're looking at a 50-50 shot between 2 rate cuts this year or more. And we're also looking at the first cut in June being a slight favorite. So we're not going to get rate cuts till June. And then looking at the poly market data for June, actually now it's shifted a little bit. Now we're looking 57% chance to get at least one cut in June. So we're still
In
hanging
June.
on. Yeah, but the thing is, we keep pushing back. Like May, people were saying May. Now we're looking June, maybe.
What does May say?
May's like 0, I believe.
I mean, as long as there's inflation, they ain't cutting this bad boy. The thing I was going to say is one question I have is about how did the price of baseball bats change? Okay, nobody knows.
Yeah.
All right.
Unrelated. Yeah, 15% chance of a cut in May is what we're looking at. So pretty low there.
Swing and a miss by Nick O'Neill.
Pio, welcome. How you feeling today?
Feeling great. How you guys doing?
Not bad, not bad.
They're just making fun of me.
So on the back of this data, we saw the majors dump overnight. S&P was down on the day. Pre-market was down as well. I haven't checked since the open. Bitcoin sitting at just over 85K after 88,400 being the resistance point over the early week. Nick, you want to bring up some TA, or Kix, you want to bring up some TA and let us know what you're seeing here? I saw Wizard of Soho on the timeline yesterday, essentially saying we might close a gap down to like 74 on Bitcoin, which is
A gap?
Hope for a good PCE because other LOL, there's another CME gap fill around 74K that needs attention.
He really likes posting like bearish stuff. That he likes that way more than bullish stuff. In my
the futures.
Yeah.
he posts bullish stuff sometimes. He's very bullish on Fartcoin. He says he's never seen anything like it. The recovery that it's had.
Hot air.
It's inflation proof, man.
Yeah, Fartcoin and gold right now are the only stores of value, I'd say.
I agree.
Dinner's at 5.
What?
He said
Oh,
dinners.
dinner's at 5.
Dinners at 5.
Um,
Someone tried to dinners at 5 me on Twitter with GameStop because the price went down. But the price went down so that the institutional buyers could get the convertible notes at a better number.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course.
Yep.
yeah,
What
I
levels
saw
are we looking at on the
I saw your response. I love Pia's like digging up some random guy on Twitter who's like, oh yeah, the price went down because the institutional investors. So let me share this conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. Nick's just got a stranglehold on how the world works.
What are you seeing here, Nick?
It's not looking good, Ray.
It's raining outside, right?
Bitcoin is down. Solana's down 5%. Ouchie. Although this is interesting. God damn, Solana. None of this stuff could stay. None of it could hold. We couldn't get any of it to hold. Bitcoin couldn't hold. We'll have to see. I guess next stop, 78K? See what happens there. And then look out below.
Look out below, folks. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy. Holy guacamole.
Things are going to get bad.
Dinner is indeed not at 5 today. Maybe it'll be at 5 tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think we have a ton more to discuss on this. I mean,
Hold
outside.
on, let me just show you Fiverr real quick. Let's just take a look at the technicals there.
Are you short on this?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, does this look good? You think you're gonna buy this, that this is set up for success?
50%
went
upside,
down-
all-time high.
This went down because of the AI graphic design stuff.
That's my
It's-
thesis.
It started to. But I mean, dude, why is anyone going to go on Fiverr for any of this shit? I mean, let me just draw a random line. Boom. Look at that line.
I mean, I wouldn't own Fiverr stock. Period.
I bought puts.
Okay. Interesting.
Look at how much this pumped before during COVID.
Oh, stupid. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This makes Peloton look like, valuable.
I mean, Peloton is a similar thing. Although they appear to be coming back.
Maybe.
I believe
It's not my bet. It's not my thing. That's not my idea of a valuable asset. GameStop's about to smoke these companies. Smoke them.
Wait until
Smoke
Peloton
Fiverr?
announces their Bitcoin strategy next week, and Pio's going to be all in.
Every
Peloton, you ride your bike, you mine the Bitcoin when you're riding it. All goes through the strategy.
Oh, if Peloton adopted a Bitcoin Treasury strategy, I'd absolutely be all over because that would be smart. But I don't think that that's going to happen.
every sign of a failing company is them buying Bitcoin. That's like the last
Oh, so
thing.
you're down astronomically? You have no sense of a future or any potential hope? Buy Bitcoin and I'll ape this shit out of the ticker.
Remember the guy, the Enron lawyer who would come in and like with these bankrupt companies and clean shit up? PO is going to be that guy for companies that are just in terrible danger. He's going to come on in. So we're buying Bitcoin, folks.
Here's what we're going to issue convertible debt. We're going to have preferred versions of our stock available for institutional investors. We're going to do perps on those preferred stocks as well to tap into that institutional capital. We're going to be so volatile because we don't have a business plan. We're going to go up and down so much that we're going to be the best bond product on the market because we're going to leverage that volatility. Bitcoin's going to go down a lot and we're going to get all the money. It's going to go up again. We're going to win and Bitcoin's going to go up forever.
Peloton, $2.6 billion market cap. They have $829 million in cash. That's more cash than MicroStrategy had when they started implementing their Bitcoin strategy. If Peloton wants to get to a $10 billion market cap, the single most direct way would be to implement a Bitcoin Treasury strategy, period.
and just toss out the bikes.
No one said to throw away the bikes. Nick just
Fuck the bikes.
You don't throw away the bikes. You keep the bikes. Keep the bikes.
Maybe you earn Bitcoin for biking.
No, you don't even need to do that.
Bike to earn. Bike to earn.
No.
There's an airdrop. Peloton
Okay.
airdrop.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Okay.
you're
You know what the
saying this
genius
stuff.
idea? Pedal to earn. P2E.
Dude, they can make it a rune. Peloton runes.
Ooh, so that
Oh.
way every mile is actually mining a Bitcoin block.
It's
and a
gotta be
mile
long
will
enough,
take
though.
about
What's
the
the
same
name?
amount of time.
The Peloton rune? Is that long enough? I might etch that right now. Front run them.
That's smart, dude. Because then they can't use that ticker.
Yeah.
He's so done with our shit.
I don't know, dude. I'd long Fiverr.
The fuck?
Because you think
All right.
Fiverr. Hold on.
What do you want?
Real quick, Kicks, you're longing Fiverr because you think they're going to implement a Bitcoin treasury strategy?
Yeah, or AI.
Everyone has to do both. If you
What
don't,
other tech companies are out of Tel Aviv? PO.
Tel Aviv.
Yeah, Tel
Oh,
Aviv.
yo, that television-esque place.
What country is
Are
Tel
the
Aviv in?
top 10
Israel, dude.
out of
They're
Tel
fading some
Aviv?
Israelis. Israeli tech guys. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Israeli tech guys are pretty smart.
Yeah, they're like some of the best in the world.
Yeah. And you're shorting a stock down 95%.
I didn't know Fiverr was an Israeli company.
Me either.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. That makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Still not my cup of tea unless they implement a Bitcoin treasury strategy with AI.
It's not out of the question.
Well, Doodles is implementing. They're rescuing artists from the Chat GPT overlords by implementing the Dude token. The Dude token is going to solve all problems that artists are facing right now. All the artists collectively I've seen on the timeline, they're like, thank God for Dude. Thank God for who's the CEO?
Burnt toast.
Thank God for burnt toast. An artist running a business while having a baby. That's going to work out real well.
Just hammering on him having a kid. Love to see it.
No, there's nothing wrong with having a kid, but if you're an artist and you're doing it, you're not showing up to work.
All right.
You're going to be finger painting with your kid. You're not gonna be-
We've got more alpha to cover. I've got a whole call sheet here, jam-packed.
Ray, real quick, please. Because it's
You're
a
going to
Friday.
be finger painting with your kid. It's hilarious.
We're playing with Legos and shit.
Fucking changing diapers, dog. Yo, chop, brother.
What
That
are
was
you
it?
chopping? What were you going to say?
So because it's a Friday, can I just share 10 seconds of this new song I found? It's a banger.
Only because it's a Friday.
Okay, 15 seconds. Ready? Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. Listen to this, dude. Just listen to the flute.
You're talking about canned heat?
This is a very well-known song, Clemente.
Yeah. From 1970.
You just heard of this song?
Just heard it.
I just tried to generate a
It sounds
graphic.
very. It's also in the similar vein of "Run, Run, Rudolph."
That's the same song, probably.
Did they kill Ghibli? I tried to generate a graphic of the top 5 companies out of Tel Aviv in the style of Studio Ghibli, and it said it violates their content policies.
Yeah, no shit. Can't get anything across the line with that platform.
All right, moving on. Off the grid, easy. I'm calling on you here. What's going on with this gun token, and how do you leverage it? What's going on?
Clackety clack! You got to play the game.
Okay, what's the game? How do you get involved?
Off the grid, it's on Epic. You play the game, you extract hexes to get gun skins. Their mainnet supposedly is going live. Binance listing the gun token, which means that they're supporting an AVAX L1, which is massive. So gun token will be live listed on Binance March 31st, one day before April Fool's. And in short, all of the gun skins carry over into the mainnet release. So that's a beautiful thing to see. Shows that there's definitely demand for AVAX L1s. We're going to have things like MapleStory coming out, and it shows Binance is aware of this and now ultimately needs to support it. So kudos to them.
I love how when I search for the gun token, the first thing that comes up is Easy with an AI generated image. He's just been shooting these things out left and right.
And think
So
like
nice.
he could have paid an artist on Fiverr to feed their family. Instead, he did it himself. What a piece of shit.
So let
I'm
me
going
get
to do it again later for the next news report too.
off
And then the
the
third
grid.
one after that.
You just took
And then the
a
fourth one.
meal away from a family.
You should
Yeah.
short 1 share of Fiverr every time you generate an image.
Oh my God, dude. I'd be short like 6,500 fucking shares right now. My chat GPT is working overtime. I'm about to pay for the pro plan.
Big Alejandro in the audience. I have the biggest off the grid inventory in this chat. 669 hours played.
Yeah, damn.
Dang, son.
So what's going on? Off the grid was really big a couple months ago. It was in testnet, essentially.
Testnet.
now-
So the only thing that they said resets is your gun balance allocation for the token.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
So you earn gun token by playing. So like you complete missions and you earn the token. So it will be like play to earn in some capacity. There are some really good fucking people on the game. Like I play and I get my ass kicked.
Well, that's just standard. I'll have to jump in there and help you out, maybe. Jump
You
on your team.
suck.
I don't know about that.
Rudolph. Santa's gonna make it to town. Clemente just heard that song. He ain't gonna hold it down. The Rudolph.
All right. Next
Hey,
up.
Clemente, you guys should teach Clemente about Mozart.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is that blind ass motherfucker?
Dun, 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 dun.
Beethoven.
Vivaldi.
Didn't Mozart? Wait, who went deaf? Mozart?
Oh, that's Picasso. The guy took his ear off.
No, that's Van Gogh, you idiot. What about? Did Mozart go deaf?
Beethoven.
Yo, Mozart was an ugly ass looking motherfucker, dude. That's for sure. Pull up a picture. Pull up a picture of Mozart for Clemente.
Beethoven was the one that went deaf.
Got it. That's pretty cool.
Beethoven, that guy got the chicks, dude. This guy, Mozart fucking. Look at
Dude,
that.
I mean, the name Wolfgang is sick though.
That's
Wolfgang.
dope.
Dude, this guy was banging chicks left and right, dude.
No, that's
Are
his
you
like good.
kidding
That's his
me?
good angle.
This is
Pull up a straight on. He's showing his good angle. Pull up a straight on face.
It's a painting of a guy that lived 400 years ago.
Pull up a
Hold on.
straight on face.
Is
Pull up a
somebody
straight
with,
on
with,
face.
Oh,
with
man.
Right here with the chick. Nick is right.
Oh my god.
Look at
Look
that
at her
chick. Though.
big
That's
ass
a
hair.
dude, dude. That's a dude. That's not even a chick, dude. That's
yo,
a
that
fucking
girl,
dude.
that woman was the hottest chick back.
That's a
in the
straight
day.
man. Dude, that's a straight fucking guy,
Dude,
dude.
she was the hottest chick. Look at that version of Mozart. Scroll back up. Scroll back. Like, click on that one. No, to the right. You're telling me, look at his, come on now. This guy was just banging chicks.
Okay.
That dude looks like one of those little egg-looking twins from fucking Alice in Wonderland.
Oh boy, this doesn't look too good.
Well, that one's trying to make fun of me back in the day. Look at that next one with him with sunglasses on. Man, look at that. Dude,
Someone needs to superimpose Nick's
y'all
face on
trying
the-
to act like he
No,
didn't.
Nick is right. It's only chicks in this picture. Look
You're
at
trying
this
to
pose.
act like, look, he was straight.
He's a musician. Of course there's only
banging
chicks in it.
chicks, dude.
Okay.
The amount of it was overwhelming how many children that he made.
Okay.
They're called groupies.
How many children did Mozart have? He had 6.
Oh shit, he was fucking okay. I take everything I said back, dude.
Beethoven had 0. So who was banging? Dude, Mozart was a straight gangster. This guy was creating the type of music that was making panties drop. It was offensive. They said, you can't do that to music. He was a rock star of his days. Holy
This guy
shit.
is so pissed that that Wolfgang got so many chicks. Look how angry. Look how angry Beethoven is. He's just
grumpy.
pissed. He's
Yeah.
grumpy.
Let's
See right here. Here's the battle off.
Bro's like deaf and blind and like I'm gonna make a better song. And Mozart just comes out and is like, wow. And
let's
people
have
are
Clemente do a crypto rap over Mozart.
have you not seen that TikToker guy that does all the dancing to Mozart?
Yeah,
Or is it Beethoven? Which one is it?
they're the same thing.
I
pretty
think
much.
it's Mozart.
Yeah.
Some more news today. U.S. government moved $8.4 million of confiscated Bitcoin holding to a new wallet. BlackRock disclosed $47 million in Bitcoin ETF holdings. That's their own investment arm holding that.
Mozart died at 35 and had 6 kids.
Damn.
Sorry, Ray,
Binance.
didn't mean to interrupt.
Listed 4 BNB tokens, including like Broccoli 69 and Banana 3. They're just listing everything over on BNB. The BPI France state-backed bank launched $25 million Euro fund for French crypto tokens in some quick hitters. Next thing I want to talk about, though, Bonk. Did anyone see the Bonk acquisition? Does this make any sense to anybody?
What's
So
the bar?
Bonk acquired Exchange.art. The
I
art
saw that, yeah.
The art NFT marketplace. A, why? And B, are you a buyer of Bonk at these levels right now?
Well, they probably bought it because it costs next to 0.
Right, but you need a reason to buy it. Bonk is down 7% on the day with everything else essentially under a $1 billion market cap. Bonk under 1 billion just seems kind of like, I don't know. That seems like a level that's fairly interesting. I mean, we were there.
The problem is it's not a funny meme. Like this is just a corporate, like it's a company that's developing stuff with a token attached to it. And they have a business model. They have the Bonk bot and they acquire stuff. But like, what's the point of Bonk? And by the way, I still like Bonk. But yeah.
Isn't Doge like have similar things? Don't they have like investment arms? Don't they have like a ton of different things they do as well? Like Doge is a big meme coin, but also has other like pieces attached to it.
Yeah, but that's Doge.
Right. This is Bonk.
Anyways, Nick, is this the guy you were referring to?
This guy's so good.
Dude that moves.
I think it's so funny thinking about they like this guy talks about like imagine when Beethoven dropped that banger like the pub on a Friday when Beethoven drops album of the century. They're just going hard like
Oh, he's got all sorts of dance moves.
That dance was fire.
You heard about Beethoven's new rap mixtape, Life or Death?
That's a good one. That is a good one. HyperLiquid finally addressed their jelly issues. They made users hold anybody who went long on that token when they closed them out. They closed them out at the higher Oracle price. Only person who got screwed out of it was the person who was trying to exploit. They also added Ethereum deposits, withdrawal, and staking, spot trading for Ethereum. So increasing their size. Potential deposits, making it easier to get on the platform. You don't need to necessarily use Arbitrum, USDC, so you can use ETH as well. Hype has been taken a bit of a beating. They were a top 20 coin for a long time. Now they've fallen all the way down to 27. They're at 1369. We've talked about Hype on the show a number of times. Are you interested in HyperLiquid now that they're kind of like hitting a level of like fear? I'd say. Like, I mean, there's been a good amount of bleeding. They have like basically a local low of 1220 here. They're at 1360 right now. I mean, all-time high over $34.
Damn.
Over 2.5x from here. What are your thoughts on HyperLiquid at these levels? I know we were bullish on it when it was going up, and we were bullish on it a few weeks ago when it was pretty much around these levels. Is it still something anybody here is interested in buying?
Shit.
I mean, it's just hard to know when to buy the altcoins. It just is. And if you were heavily in altcoins going into the cycle, with the exception of Solana, basically in any other set of altcoins, you've heavily underperformed Bitcoin and Solana, including if you were just in ETH. Like a lot of people had a bunch of ETH because they thought last cycle that was like, going to be the best coin to hold. And I mean, that thing's just really underperformed in a significant way. So, but this is a new coin and they seem to be doing some great stuff. There was obviously the issue that happened this week. But that doesn't mean that they can't recover. I don't know when a good time to buy these coins is.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Bitcoin dominance. I mean, today on a pretty red day across the board, Bitcoin's like holding up much better than everything else, and we're seeing another.
Well, that was like a positive breakout right there.
Yeah, so Bitcoin dominance like continuing its upward trend. Another day where even though markets are red, Bitcoin's outperforming. ETH BTC, like Pio said, also just looking like absolute garbage.
The most insane chart in all of crypto. Show the whole chart. I mean, Kicks, like, what do you think of this thing? Like, this is an insane.
Yo, Kicks, how do you feel holding ETH?
Wait, does Kicks hold ETH? I don't think he does.
Yeah,
I got some ETH.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
1 week chart on ETH BTC here.
Looks like it's bottoming out, right?
And then it bottoms some more.
It's hitting that 2020 bottom. I don't know, dude. I'd be nervous.
I had Chat GPT write me a joke the other day, which is relevant to this. I bought the dip, then it dipped again. So I bought the double dip. Now I'm just broke and bloated like guac at Chipotle.
God damn it, dude.
That
You
one
read this joke to me the other day.
Nick 0 for 2. Another swing and a miss.
No, that was not a miss.
That one is good.
Wait, but broke and bloated like guacamole. at
Like
Chipotle.
guac at Chipotle. I don't know. It's funny because it
The
kinda
market's
doesn't make sense.
collapsing after that joke, by the way, dude. Bitcoin is just taking it.
Oh man.
We're fucked. It was a good run.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys.
No, I
on-
feel fine. I'll have a nice little weekend rally.
I mean, last week I think we went green 3 days in a row: Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Here's what happens. And then Trump says some stuff during the week, goes back down. Then on the weekend, he's like, no, maybe like the car tariffs will like.
So
not do
what's
that
the main reason for the pullback today?
I couldn't
last
find-
night, Trump put 25% tariffs on, or yesterday on all car manufacturing. I think General Motors went down like 15% in a day.
It was foreign imports of cars, right? 25%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that was announced. That was yesterday or 2 days ago. Announced, and like things didn't like really move until overnight. Like overnight is where we saw the big dip, and I couldn't figure out, was it people just worried about PCE today or what?
Yeah. Wish I could tell you, bud. I don't know. I think we'll be fine next week.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing
It'll
is, we
be,
keep-
Bitcoin will be at 87K on Monday. Everyone will be like, oh, here we go. You know, Solana will be at 142.
I like Blade's idea.
The Home Depot theme on the way out.
No, you got to hit this Beethoven rap track I put in private chat, and Clemente is going to rap over it.
No.
All right, dude. Watch what happens to the price of Bitcoin if we do it. I guarantee it goes back up to 85K.
Clemente is saying that the Taproot Wizards are going out. 10
Yeah,
a.m.
but it's Bitcoin, so it's gonna take like 30 minutes.
Did you get a whiz, dude?
I did get a whiz.
You can try to flip that whiz or like kind of hold that whiz or.
I supposedly got a rare one, so I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh
see
shit, dude! Maybe
then,
just like get like a half a coin off of it,
dude,
half a bit.
maybe even one. And
Talk
then,
a little shit to Pio. Talk a little shit to Pio. Be like, how's that for stacking sats?
I mean, the dude's gonna have long money.
Shit.
All right,
Bitcoin's dropping, dude. Bitcoin's dropping. I'm telling you, you got to play this Beethoven rap track. Clemente, you rap over it about the bull market coming back. All right, we can play this song.
It's been great. Thank you all for joining us on another wonderful Friday. It's been a great week. We'll catch you next week, every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. On all major podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple.
Okay.